Hey everybody, what's up and welcome back to the channel. Well, I got a few updates I want to talk to you guys about and talk to you guys about a few things that are going on and some cool things that you guys are probably going to hear as well and some things I need your help with. So stay tuned and we're going to dive right into this video. Hey everybody and welcome back. And the first thing I want to say is that thank you for all my subscribers. I truly appreciate you guys following me and watching the videos, and I hope that my videos have helped some of you guys. I hope it's helped you guys try out some new some new baits, and I hope it helps you guys catch more fish, because that's one of the reasons why I make the videos. I do it because I enjoy being able to fish, and I enjoy being able to share what I know about fishing. I am no pro by no means. I just like to get out and fish, and I like to share the knowledge that I have to help you guys catch fish. And if you follow me and watch my videos, you know that I love catching all types of fish. It doesn't matter if it's bluegills, or if it's crappie, or if it's bass, or it's smallmouth. I just love fishing, and I love catching fish, and I just enjoy doing it, and I like showing you guys how I do it and letting you guys know what I'm using and what I'm catching them on at that time. So hopefully that helps you in the area. For you local guys that fish in the same state or the same area that I fish in, hopefully that helps you with the local waters, because that is the goal, is for me to pass on things and just help you guys out. That's my goal with these videos, is to be able to pass on knowledge that might help you out and make it enjoyable for you guys too as well. If you're not able to get out there and fish, at least you can watch some fishing videos, because that's what I do when I'm not able to fish. I watch fishing videos and I try to learn and everything. So hopefully you guys are enjoying it, and I appreciate you guys that are subscribing and staying with the channel, and I'm definitely very thankful for that. So thank you. Now on to some business. Let's talk about the good stuff first, and then I'll talk about the bad stuff. So first good news thing is that starting this month, well, the month of June anyway, I'm not sure when this video is going to get out, but starting in the month of June, my Monster Bass unboxings, I'm going back to doing the giveaway. So you guys are going to be able to see the Monster Bass box giveaway. So that's starting in June. So if this video goes up, hopefully I get it up in that same month, you guys are going to start getting a giveaway. And if you guys are new to the channel, the way that works is that I do the Monster Bass unboxing. I show you what came in the box, and then I pick one lucky subscriber that wins one of the baits out of my box every month. And all you got to do is hit the like button, the subscribe button, and that ding dong button, and then leave a comment down below. So you have to be a subscriber to win, and then leave a comment. So like, subscribe, comment down below. Please hit the notification and the share button as well, because that helps. But you just got to be like and subscribe, and you'll leave a comment down below, and then I will do a random comment generator picker, and somebody wins a bait every month. And a lot of times I throw in extra baits, because I have this whole box that I tote around with me when I'm out driving around that has all kinds of baits in it, and it's starting to get pretty full again, and I usually toss in an extra one in there a lot of times. But you're going to at least get one cool bait out of it every month, and you're going to get something that came in that box for each month. So that's a cool thing. It's something I like to do to give back to you guys for following me. So that's starting again this summer and in June, starting this month in June. So you guys are going to see that, and that's really cool, and I'm glad I can start doing that again. There for a while, the post office was just ridiculous and getting nuts, and I just don't want to deal with it anymore. But I want to get back on that, because I love doing that every month for you guys. So somebody wins something every month, and I can give that away. And I get that box every month regardless. So I like being able to give back to you guys that are subscribing. So that's one cool thing that is going on. The next cool thing is that I have been doing a lot of research on inshore saltwater fishing. And I'm gearing up. I'm buying gear right now and getting stuff that I need to start doing that. And I got a couple of rods and reels I could use for it that are my bass gear, because you can use bass gear for it. But I actually want to get a couple of rods and reels that I'm specifically just going to set up just strictly for doing the saltwater fishing. I'm just going to buy 2 for now, and then get 2 more later. But I want to get something that's strictly for that, for doing inshore saltwater fishing. So hopefully I'm not probably going to be able to get to it until this fall. But I'm planning on making a few beach trips because I only live about 2.5 hours from the beach. And I'm going to start doing some inshore saltwater fishing, and hopefully I can catch some other crazy species of fish for you guys. Now, if I get an opportunity to go a little earlier, I'm going to try to make that happen. But it's so expensive to go down there during the summer, I'm going to wait till the fall because the fall's a lot cheaper. But that's something that's going to be coming up in the fall. Going to be doing that. And then hopefully, if everything works out, I'm going to be able to go do some striper fishing this fall. I'm trying to get that lined out with the guy that striper fishes at Lake Anna right now and hammer down some dates and times. And if I can make that happen, then I'm going to get out to go get some stripers because I've been wanting to do that. I went and did a little bit of striper fishing a few years ago, and there's a video where I just caught one little one, but I haven't really been doing it. It's a species that I really want to start targeting as well because they're fun to catch and they're really tasty to eat. So definitely want to do that. So that's some of the stuff that I got coming up. I'm not sure how the summer's going to roll along because there's a lot of things that are changing, and that's something I want to talk about now. If you guys have been following my channel for a while, you know that I basically fish out of, I've got a little 10-foot Bass Raider boat that I use, and I've got a couple kayaks. Now, I did a bunch of wheeling and dealing. I sold a bunch of stuff that I had when I moved here to be able to get those kayaks and get that little boat. And I've really enjoyed using that stuff over the years. But for those of you that don't know, I'm a 100% disabled combat veteran. And I've been injured in combat multiple times. And in my last deployment, I got injured pretty badly. And I'm not going to go into what happened. But I was medevaced out of Iraq and to Germany and then back to Fort Carson, Colorado. And I spent 3 years in the hospital having multiple surgeries, learning how to walk again, and getting basically put back together. And so my right side of my body is basically nuts and bolts and titanium. I only have about 30-40% strength in my right arm and shoulder. This muscle is actually just sewn in place. It doesn't even work, and I don't have a bone across here anymore. It's just nuts and bolts that hold it together. My legs bolted together like that. I mean, there's a whole bunch of stuff. My back, I've got 12-inch rods in my back with screws all the way through it, and so on and so forth. And I went through a really rough time. I was medically retired in 2013 after those injuries, and I've been retired ever since. And fishing is actually part of my PTSD therapy. I fished all my life, ever since I was a kid, not as much as I do now, but I always loved fishing. And what happened is that I was really struggling with my PTSD, and I met another veteran, and he fly fishes, and he ties flies. And I actually still have that fly in a jar somewhere. I should have grabbed that so I could show you. But what happened is we were at a muster together when we were still both on active duty, and we got to talking because I was going through a really tough time. And we got to talking about fishing and everything. And he started telling me that he really started fishing more, and he likes to fly fish. And he started tying flies, and that really started helping him with PTSD. So he suggested go fish more. And so after that meeting, and we spent 3 or 4 days hanging out together, I started fishing more, and that's how this all came about. This channel, everything came about. I started fishing more. It actually started helping me. I was also in therapy. I saw a psychiatrist for 5 years. So I could get my head straight and be semi-normal, as normal as you can be. I started fishing more, and then what ended up happening is that my older brother, who's a veteran as well, he gave me a GoPro and said, hey, you should film yourself out there fishing like all these other people and do a YouTube channel. So I had one GoPro, and it was an older one, and I started fishing and filming. If you go look back at my older videos, my beginning ones, which I still have up, they're horrible. They're not as good as the ones I have now, but it was a start. And it set me on this journey that I've been on for 3 years now, and it's been a big help. So, but in that time, there's been a lot of struggles and stuff with it as well, because I physically don't have the strength that others have. I mean, I may look normal and everything, but I just don't have the strength that has. So loading and unloading the kayaks and even loading and unloading my boat has always been a struggle, and over the past few years it's gotten worse, and some situations happened. If you guys have been following me, there's a video of me flipping over my Vibe Maverick, and I was thankful that there's some other people there that helped me get it flipped back over, because I probably couldn't have done it if that was happening. And then last year I flipped my Seaghost 130, and I physically could not get it flipped back over. I couldn't do it. And that's due to my injuries. And when you're sitting in the water and you're just floating there and you can't get your kayak back over, and you're staying calm, and I had to swim. I swam back to shore and pulled the kayak back to shore to get it flipped back over. But it's scary and it's nerve-wracking because you don't know what you're gonna do. And then I always knew that the kayaking thing was gonna be short-lived for me. I knew that I was only going to be able to do it for so long because of my injuries. Because even though I've been doing it for the past couple of years, it's been very painful for me to fish out of a kayak. I love it and I enjoy it, but it's very painful. With my back injuries, my shoulder, my neck, it's very painful, and I don't have the movement that other people can. I can't lean forward. When I drop something down on the deck, I can't lean forward to get it like other people can. I can't turn around to get my stuff like other people do. So if you ever notice, I have a lot of things laying in front of me, and I put everything in front of me, and I don't really reach around to grab stuff out of the back at all because I just can't. I have to literally turn my whole body and get situated, and it gets scary trying to do that, trying to get back to stuff. With that being said, it's always been a struggle with fishing on the kayaks, and as much as I like it, it's been a struggle and it's been painful. And then anytime you guys have seen a video of me actually out fishing on a kayak, it takes me about 3 days to recover from that trip. And I mean, literally bedridden in the bed, not being able to function for 3 days. I mean, other than trying to help take care of my son as best I can. It really takes its toll on me. So recently, this year, I just did, I went and said, I'm going to try to do another kayak trip. I got 2 new kayaks and haven't had them in the water, and I just went and did a smallmouth fishing trip on the river. Because you guys know, if you follow the channel, I love catching smallmouth. And it was brutal. It was just brutal. I caught fish and all that, but it was brutal. It was so painful, so uncomfortable, so hard on me. I couldn't paddle to where I normally paddle to. I couldn't steer the boat like I normally could. I mean, it just was bad all around, to the point where I just finally stopped fishing and went back to the dock, the ramp, and then I was barely able to get the kayak up back to the truck, and I literally almost collapsed. I mean, I literally had to lay in my truck for about 40 minutes, and between the heat and just being in excruciating pain, it was touch and go whether I was going to have to call somebody and be taken to the hospital. And I'm sitting there by myself. There's nobody around. I'm at this small little ramp on a river, and there's nobody around. And I'm literally laying there, almost blacking out. I'm drinking water, drinking Gatorade, trying to eat something, trying to breathe. Got the air conditioning on, and it was really touch and go. It was scary. And I've had a couple of those moments a few times the past couple years. I had 3 situations last year that were almost like that, and then I had 2 situations the year before. And I tried to push through it, but I just can't take those risks anymore. I can't. As much as I love it, it's too much for me physically to do. The irony of it all is that my little 10-foot boat is easier to load and unload than those kayaks are. It almost feels lighter, which is crazy, because it's super stupid stable. But it's actually easier to load and unload and deal with on my little boat than it is the kayaks. I don't know why that is. I don't even know how much that thing really weighs, but it's easier to maneuver and just easier to do everything. I still struggle with it, and most of the times I have help with it. When I go fishing 90% of the time on my little boat, I usually have help getting it, you know, at least loaded back on, because it's pretty easy to get off of there. I mean, you just pull the back end and it just drops off, but getting it back on is a struggle. But most of the time, 90% of the time, I usually have somebody that helps me get it loaded on and stuff. I rarely have to do that by myself, and usually if I think I'm gonna have to do it by myself, I just don't go. It's been a struggle, and so I've come to the decision that I'm gonna sell my kayaks. And I'm not going to be doing any kayak fishing anytime soon. I might try to get one down the road. I don't know. But as of now, I've got 2 brand new kayaks that I got for this year that I'm actually going to sell. So yeah, with that being said, yeah, I got a Vibe Cabera 120. It's never been in the water, and it's not going to go in the water with me. And then my Sea Ghost, it's only been in the water 1 time. And with my injuries and stuff, it's just too risky anymore for me to be in the kayaks. It's too painful. It hurts too much. I just can't do it anymore. I physically can't do it. So my fishing's gonna change a little bit. I am trying to. If you, the title of this, is I need your help, and well, part of it says I need your help with something. Is I'm starting a GoFundMe. The link is going to be down below in the description. So if you look down there, you'll see the link for the GoFundMe. Um, and I'm trying to get some donations to help raise the money to get a boat. I'm not trying to buy some crazy expensive boat, but I'm trying to buy a nice boat, and I need all the help I can get. So I'm not rich. I'm 100% disabled, and I live off of disability, and I'm raising a kid by myself. I don't have a wife. I don't have any other income. So I don't have tons of money. I mean, contrary to what people think that you get when you retire from the military, or you get medically retired, it's not a lot. It's not a lot. I mean, I literally live month to month, um, and basically one paycheck to the next. I mean, all the stuff I have and all the things that I've managed to make happen has been either selling stuff that I already had before I ever moved here, and then wheeling and dealing with other things, or helping people out to make the money with it. And then I was fortunate enough to get a couple sponsors that give me discounts on things. Like Enigma is one of my sponsors, but I just get a 20% discount. Everybody thinks we get stuff for free, and we don't. I'm on pro staff for these companies. So the most I get on a sponsorship right now is about a 30% off of whatever I'm getting. I still have to pay for it. So I have to figure out ways to make that happen. I was fortunate enough that I had a massive Star Wars collection when I used to live out west. And that Star Wars collection I've sold off and still selling some of the last little remnants of it. And that has paid for things like being able to have the kayaks that I had in the boat, and being able to get into the sponsorships and get some rods and reels and things like that. And I do a lot of wheeling and dealing to make things happen. I mean, what you guys see on camera, there's a lot of things that you don't see behind the scenes that are going on. So with that being said, I do have this GoFundMe going, and anything that you guys can donate. You don't have to donate, but if you do want to donate, that's great. And the link's down below, and I would greatly appreciate it. I mean, any dollar, $5, $10, it all adds up in the end. And if I can get that help, that would be great. And that's why I'm making this video. If you guys want to help out a 100% disabled vet to keep me on the water and keep me fishing, that would be awesome. I would greatly appreciate it. But you don't have to donate. I mean, I know money's tight, crazy things are going on in this world and stuff, but that's what I'm trying to do right now. I'm trying to raise the money to get a boat. I set the amount up to like $40,000, which would be like the best boat I could get. And honestly, that's a Carolina skiff that I would really like to get. And it's they're not, to get a Carolina skiff and get something that's decent, so I can do some saltwater and freshwater fishing. I mean, you're looking at like about $38,000, and then you got to pay for your titles and everything. So by the time it's said and done, you're at about $40,000. So that's why it's set that high, because that's like, the ultimate goal. But there's are other boats that I've looked at that aren't as pricey that would work just fine as well. So my main goal is to try to raise enough money to at least get a decent deposit down on something, because I can't afford some massive payment. I can't do it. I can't afford to buy a boat and have a payment on it. I just don't have that kind of money or extra money to do that with. And so I'm trying to figure out another way to get a boat. And I don't need something crazy. I just need something that's super stable. Because the other thing that I got going on is that my son is 11 and he's autistic. And with all this crazy stuff and COVID stuff, this way the schooling has changed and everything like that, I can't get out and fish a lot when he's at school anymore, because the hours have changed and they do all this homeschooling stuff. So I need to be able to take him with me. And part of me being able to take him with me is to be able to have a boat that's stable enough for him to be on and be comfortable on, because he likes being out on the water, but he doesn't like being on my little Bass Raider boat. He gets nervous and scared on it. He goes out on it once in a while, but we're not out there long. He just doesn't like it. He's not comfortable. And I understand that. Even though it's stable and stuff for me, I get it with him. So I need something that has some decently high sides on it, because I'm not going to buy some traditional bass boat with the low sides, because he would fall right out of that. I need something with a little bit higher sides. So Bass Tracker makes a nice V-hold boat that would work. And it's in the it's like 22,000 or something, like 22, 23,000, somewhere 22 to 24, I can't remember. But that's one of the other boats that I'm looking at as well. And I'm just trying to figure out a way to make that happen because I want to be able to keep making content. I want to be able to keep fishing. And I also want to be able to take other people fishing. I mean, whether I want to be able to take veterans like me that suffer from PTSD and be able to take them out on the water and show them how much it helps me. But I also want to be able to take you guys. Like, I want to be able to give away fishing trips to my subscribers to where you guys can come to where I live and I can take you out and we can go catch fish together. And I would like to have a nice boat to be able to do that with. And for me, the only way I can make that happen is to try to raise some money to do that. And that's what I'm trying to do. So it's been a tough road to hoe. I truly enjoy being able to fish and film, and I love being able to get out there and catch fish. And I love being able to pass on what I know about fishing and show you guys how I'm catching fish and the gear that I'm using and what I'm using to do it, and hoping that my videos will not only you'll enjoy watching them, but it's going to help you guys catch fish and go out there and catch fish as well. And that's why I make them. I make them for me, to help me out and keep me healthy and sane. But I also enjoy being able to put that content out there for you guys, so you guys can and hopefully learn something and hopefully get out there and fish and hopefully enjoy them as well. And then I always hope that some of you guys will go fishing with me. And I've already had a couple guys that I've had a few people. If you've watched my videos, I've been out with a few people that I've subscribed that have gotten to do fishing with me, or I've met them out on the water and hooked them up. And if you guys know, anytime I'm out and you run into me and I'm out fishing, stop me and hit me up. And especially if I'm at the boat ramp, because if I'm at the boat ramp, I got this box, and this box right here is full of baits. And this is like all like monster bass stuff, a lot of monster bass stuff that I get the stuff from my boxes, and it's just a lot of different stuff in there. And what I do is, if you hit me up, I'll let you pick some baits out of this box. So I always have a box full of baits to give away for free stuff. I like doing that. I like helping people out and helping them get things that can help them catch fish, because that's what this is all about. This whole me doing it is just to try to pass on and help people out and put some good back into the world. Excuse me, burping a little bit there. But yeah, so that's kind of what's going on. I've been through a lot. Got a lot of injuries, and with circumstances that happened on this trip at the beginning of this year, trying to fish out of the kayaks, I just can't physically do it anymore. It saddens me. It saddens me a lot. I love kayak fishing. I think it's a great way to get out on the water, but it physically is just too painful. It's too hard for me to paddle, too hard for me to sit, just too hard for me to do anything on them. It really just is. It's just a struggle, and I really was hoping this wouldn't come as soon as it has, but it has. I'm actually this month I turned 51 years old, and it's just I've got a mind of a 20-year-old, and in my mind I'm 20, but with what's happened to me with my injuries, my body's not 20 anymore. And I know some guys that are in better shape than me at my age, but a lot of those guys haven't been through what I've been through either, and they don't have a bunch of titanium holding them together. So that's kind of what's going on. And that's the good, the bad, the ugly with what's going on with me. And I'm going to keep trying to put out content. I am keeping my little Bass Raider 10. I love that little boat. It's a great little boat, and I am actually trying to find some sort of small trailer for that boat, one that I can back into the water and just launch it that way. But I still need a bigger boat because I need to be able to take my son out, and he won't go out on that. And so the little Bass Raider is going to be more for the little pond behind my house than anything. And it's probably what I'm going to fish on for the rest of the summer, unless I get a bunch of money raised to get a boat. But that's what I'm trying to work towards, is figure out how to get a boat, and hopefully I can get some donations and make it happen, because I want to keep fishing. I want to keep filming. I have a great passion for this. I love fishing and filming. I love being out there on the water, and I love being able to take people out on the water, and I just to teach people how to fish, to get them into fishing and show them how great it is and how awesome it is. There's nothing better than being able to give back. It's better than anything you could ever do if you can give something back to somebody else and teach them something. There's a saying: give a person a fish, they'll eat for a day. Teach a person to fish, they'll eat the rest of their lives. They'll be able to eat every day. So I enjoy it. I enjoy being able to do this for you guys, and I just want to keep being able to do that. So, um, yeah, if you guys can donate, that's great. I appreciate it. If you can at least share the link and pass it on to other people, that's another way that you can help me out. You know, share the GoFundMe link. If you know anybody else that might be interested in trying to help donate, that would be awesome. I would truly appreciate that. And hopefully I can keep making content for you guys, and hopefully some of you guys will actually get to meet up and go do some fishing with you, because I'd really like to do that as well. But that's kind of what I got going on, and you know, like I said, I want to start doing some saltwater and freshwater fishing. That's kind of why I'm looking at the skiffs when it comes to that, because that's a boat that you can fish saltwater and freshwater in really well. Um, but even and I've been trying to find cheaper skiffs that'll work. But it's hard. And you know, if I lived in Florida, you can find a lot of cool stuff. But you know, you have to get it built, and then you have to get it brought up here. So by the time that's said and done, you're still in that 20,000+ or better range. I mean, you know, I don't see myself getting out with the kind of boat that I need for less than probably $25,000. Um, that's just a fact. I need something that's got the higher walls. I need the stability. There's specifics that I have to have, and I can't settle for something else that I think might work. I know what I need for my son. I need an area big enough for him, because he likes to fish, but he only likes when we're catching. So when we're out on the boat and nothing's going on, he wants to be able to play with his toys. That's what he likes to do. He brings his dinosaurs. He wants to sit on the boat and play with his toys. We've been on a couple bigger boats, and he had no problems with them, so they weren't mine. But that's kind of what I'm working at, and what I'm looking at. I'm just, you know, want to be open and honest and transparent with you guys, and let you guys know what's going on and what I'm trying to do. And if you want to help out, that's great. If you don't, hey, that's cool too. But that's pretty much what I got going on. I hope that was a decent explanation of what's going on. I try to be honest and not do a bunch of editing on this. I just wanted to talk to you guys and explain to you kind of where I'm at with stuff. It really does sadden me about the kayak fishing stuff. It's going to be tough to let that go. Maybe there's a kayak out there. I was thinking about maybe looking at the Bonafides, but the problem with the Bonafide, even though it's got like that super high sitting up seat, is it's heavy. And part of my problem with the situation is being able to load and unload those things. And if I gotta buy a kayak and then get trailers for the kayaks and do all that, I'd much rather just be in a boat. The whole thing that was cool about the kayaks is you just throw it in the back of the pickup and go. So if I gotta end up getting a trailer and doing all this other stuff, I would just rather have a boat. And that's kind of where I'm at with things. It's a lot less hassle. I mean, the nice thing about a boat is you can put all your gear on the boat, you show up at the ramp, you just back up, you unhook it, you push it off, tie it to the dock, go park your truck, and you step on your boat and you go fish. And that's kind of where I need to be. I need to make it as easy as possible and still be able to get out on the water. So, so that's what I got going on. Any comments you guys want to put down below, I appreciate it. I try to respond to all my comments, and you know, have a good rapport back and forth with you guys. So feel free to anything, any suggestions, anything like that. I always appreciate it. If you got negative comments to say, I'd appreciate if you don't put negative stuff, because I try to keep my channel positive, but some of you guys out there, they like to post negative stuff. I don't know why. I don't know who those people are. I don't even think they're subscribed to my channel. But anyway, that's here or there. So that's what I got going on. Like I said, if you guys can help out, I appreciate you helping out, and appreciate you guys watching. And just stay tuned, because I'm going to keep making content for you guys. I'm going to keep doing the best I can. I'm going to keep you guys updated on how the boat thing is going. And when I finally do get a boat, you guys will get the rundown of all that and stuff. And when that finally happens, I'm definitely going to do a trip giveaway for somebody on this channel that's a subscriber, and get you guys. You'll have to get here. I'll take you out on the boat, but you're going to have to get to wherever. So if you guys live far away and you win the trip, you're going to have to come here. But you know, we'll get you set up when you're here, and we'll get you out on the water anyway. So that's it. That's all I got for you guys. I appreciate you guys watching. I appreciate the support, and just do yourself a favor. Get out there, get your lines wet, and catch some fish.